Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be filming 15 easy steps to a full face makeup. So grab a drink, get comfortable. So what you want to do first is moisturize your face. So the moisturizer I'm using is a L'Oreal moisturizer, which is called Revitalift. So there we go, and it's got I'm starting off with a fresh face, so I'm going to be applying my moisturizer. Make sure you're rubbing cream on your under eye as well, because by the time you set and bake your under eye, sometimes it gets, not even sometimes, it can be really dry depending on the technique you're using. So step 2, we are going to be priming our face. So the primer I like to use is the Angelville primer by NYX. So the second primer I like to use is the H&M mattifying primer. This is actually a dupe for the Becca primer. This is the area I tend to get oily the most. So my nose, my T-zone. So step 3 is your foundation. So the foundations I'll be using today is the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation and the Estee Lauder foundation. So I'm going to be mixing these two shades of foundation together because the Estee Lauder is matte and the NARS is radiant. You see? So I'll be mixing these two together. I mean, I might as well just finish this makeup right now because I look great. Like, seriously. Yeah, so that's the end of the tutorial, guys. I hope you did learn something, and please don't forget to recreate this makeup. So I'm just going to spray my brush and we are going to blend. And your forehead as well. Make sure you're not putting too much product on your forehead, and make sure you're not putting too much product on your hairline as well. So this is going to be step 4. So we're grabbing our illuminator. So this is the sleek version. This is quite good actually. I really like it. So you can either apply this before your foundation or after your foundation. The foundation sort of covers it, so that way you don't get its full potential. But applying it after your foundation, a little goes a long way, by the way. Applying it after your foundation gives you the full intensity, as you can see. Can you see that? Right, look at that glow. This is quite affordable as well, so I bought this from Boots. I think you can also get it from Superdrug. Can you actually see the difference? You're not swiping, like I said. Swiping just moves your makeup around, it doesn't actually push it in and lock it in and blend. Blend a little bit in there. So step 6 is the concealer. So the concealer I'll be using today is Nubian Beauty and the LA Pro concealer. So LA Pro shade in Suede and Nubian Beauty in 043. And we're highlighting our chin, and we're highlighting our forehead as well. We're highlighting our nose. But I really like the Nubian Beauty concealer because it gives you that skin like finish. So you're basically going tap, tap, build before you move on to the next. Okay? So the key to a flawless finishing is blending. So make sure you're blending the inner part of your nose, and what I tend to do is like switch my beauty blender when I'm blending this part of my nose. So that's all blended. So whatever is left, so just apply it to your eyelids. Step 7 is the contouring. So what I like to use to contour is Black Opal foundation. I'll probably go about 5 shades darker. So I'm just going to be applying that. So I want to intensify it, so I'm using a darker shade. Apply that and then you apply that. And you just bring it up. And then we're going to contour this part of our face as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the other side of my beauty blender. And we are going to blend. So, oh my god, my stomach is rumbling. I hope you can't hear that. And make sure you're blending that into your brows. So after contouring my face for step 8, I like to go in with my Huda Beauty setting powder in Kunafa, just to like set my under eye. So I don't like to use a lot of setting powder, so one application is literally enough. So make sure you blend it and you're not spiking. You're basically just pushing this down. Step 9, you're applying a finishing powder all over your face. So today I'm using Milani Minerals Compact Finishing Powder in the shade Deep. The more powder you use, the less dewy your makeup appears. So I still want it to look dewy, and I want it to look matte as well. So I'm just gonna go very lightly, but I'm gonna set this part of my face and my nose as well. And I didn't actually apply setting powder to my cheeks because I'm using this Vanessa Myricks. It's kind of like a bronzer, but like an highlighting bronzer in this shade. It's warming up my face and it's also blushing at the same time as well. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be grabbing my eyebrow pencil. Ever so lightly, you're going in really light-handed with this. Like sometimes when I'm doing my brows, I have to hold my breath. Right, so you're basically drawing a line. So we're gonna brush that up again. So I'm filling in this past area of my brow. Yeah, I think that looks decent. So for my brows, I used 2 different shades of concealers. I used Suede, LA Pro Girl Suede, and I used Chestnut. So Chestnut is basically my skin shade, and Suede is going to be the highlight part that I'm going to use to highlight my brows. So basically you're highlighting the arch area, which is here. So I'll be using Suede for this part of my brows, and I'll be using Chestnut for the start and the end of my brows. So I'm gonna start off with highlighting. So this is basically doing all the cleaning up after you've already drawn up your brows. So you're basically making a line and you're dragging down. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with the same shade of concealer as my skin, and I'm going to apply this to the start of my brows, and I'm gonna drag that down. Going in back in again with my same shade concealer, and I'm cleaning the tail of my brows. I'm gonna repeat the same process here, going back in to it with my Chestnut concealer, and we're gonna clean the edge of the brows. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with a brush and I am going to blend. What I'm going to grab next is a blot brow gel. So this is the brown gel. Applying this with my brow pencil. I really like this eyeshadow palette. So I think I'm going to be using this bronze, this shade. Just go back in with your beauty blender and blend that. Transitioning, I'll be using this shade here. I'm basically stamping and then I'm blending this in a circular motion. This is after applying the P. Louise eyeshadow base. So I'll be applying this shade here. Blending in eyeshadows, just so suiting. Make sure you're blending in a circular motion, especially at the edges, just to give it that gradient effect. Oh yes, we're gonna go back in with the same brush that we applied the outer crease over it, so just to like intensify. So that is done. We're going to set our arch with that. So what I'm doing next is I'm grabbing my blush. This is Juvia's Face. Jesus. So I like orange blush because it warms up your face. So I'm just going to apply a little bit and on my cheeks. So for step 13, I'm going in with highlighter. So this is Chroma Glow in shade 29, which is my product, and I'm using just a pointy highlight brush. Look at that. Okay, that's enough highlight, don't want to get too carried away. And I'm just going to highlight just the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. So I'm not applying any more products, I'm just blending it a bit more. So today I'm going to be using two separate mascaras, Kiko Halter Tech and Kiko, oh my gosh, Magic Holiday. So one lash at a time. I've got this pigment, it is, I think it's called Peaches and Cream, and this is in the shade Cheetah. I'm gonna move on to my second mascara, which is a bigger brush. Make sure everything is covered and it's not clumped up. So I'm gonna be using a NYX eyeliner. So for lips, lips is the step 14. So for this, I'll be using liquid lipstick to line my lips. So your lips has this natural line to it. And your base, so I think the trick for me is just to go over that line. So I'm just gonna apply that to my lips. I'm gonna go over that with lip gloss. So this is by Beauty by Ad. So this is a Nigerian brand, and I really like this. I'm gonna go in with in Trendsetter. Okay. So basically I've added more brown lip liner just to like add a bit more depth to my lips, because it looks a lot more natural and it looks a bit more toned. And I'm gonna spray my face. And also I'm gonna take my beauty blender, spray my beauty blender, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to set my under eye, because I don't want it to look dry. And you know sometimes your under eye can look, when you've got makeup on and you set it, it can look like the life has been dragged out of it. So this is just going to make it look extra juicy and nice. That's all you really need to do. So 15 easy steps to a full face glam, and without overcomplicating the process. Guys, that completes 15 steps to a full face makeup, and I hope you do enjoy this. And please subscribe if you've made it this far. Please subscribe, like, comment, let me know what part of the makeup you actually enjoyed, and also recreate this look as well and tag me on my Instagram. We're just going to do a quick recap on the 15 steps to a full face makeup. Got my notepad. So step number 1 was the moisturizer. Step number 2, you've got your face primer. Step number 3, you've got your foundation, and after the foundation we had the illuminator, and Step number 6 was when we applied our concealer and then we blended it in, and we also applied a contour foundation, which was step number 7. Okay, so that was blended, and we applied setting powder underneath our eye, and I also applied a finishing powder all over my face as well. However, I didn't add the finishing powder to my cheeks because I wanted to bronze and add blush to it. So that was step number 10. Step number 10 was bronzer and blush, and step number 11 was the brows. This is like triple B. So BBB, bronzer, blush, brows. And step number 12 was our eyeshadow. I used 2 colored eyeshadow, the shimmery one and then a dark shadow to actually contour my brow, to contour my lids, and that was what I used as a transition color as well. And step number 13 was chroma glow highlight. So we highlighted the cheeks, and we highlighted the tip of the nose and the bridge of the nose as well. I also highlighted my chin, and whatever was left over I applied on my forehead. And step number 14 was the lips. For lips you need a brown lip liner. It is essential. I would recommend the Morphe lip liner. If you're the same shade as me or darker, I would recommend you use Trendsetter by Morphe, and if you're on the lighter shade pattern, I would recommend you use Bite Me by Morphe as well. It's literally the exact same dupe as MAC Chestnut, but you get it for cheaper. I remember getting the lip pencils for about £4 each. So save your coins, ladies, save your coins. Last final step was the finishing spray. It sets your makeup and it locks it in as well. And if you've got dry under eye, just add the setting spray to your beauty blender and just don't blend it in immediately, like just wait for a bit and then just kind of like dampen it, but not like you're soaking it, because you don't want your concealer to move. And that completes it. So if you've made it this far, please subscribe to my video, thumbs up, comment on which part of the makeup you actually enjoyed and you're going to add to your makeup routine, and stay tuned for my next video. Actually save your coins really, because it's gonna be something I'm excited to show you guys. And thank you so much as well for subscribing to my channel, and see you in my next video. Thank you.